How you guys doing this evening? I'm Nini FC, this is Blue Lions TV. Welcome to the match review of our 3-0 win against New England Revolution. It happens. And I kind of just foresaw it happening as well. I knew it was going to happen. Is it Sarri's fault? Well, I'm going to talk about that later on. But Ruben gets an injury in the game today. Now, the first thing I want to mention is how awful the pitch was. And the commentator was mentioning that the pitch was dry and it was dusty. And when he realised that players weren't making any slide tackles as well, it really summed up just how ill-suited the pitch was for tonight. And it's like, is that the best it could be? Now, of course, when you play against an MLS opposition, they're very physical. You know, that's the nature of the league. That's okay. I mean, it's very easy to want to blame someone for this unfortunate mistake that happened tonight. I know Sarri's the easy blame. It's easy to think, yeah, of course, Ruben has had a pretty, precarious injury situation this season with his back and him not being fully fit, him not being fully match fit. You're thinking in a game like this, which doesn't mean anything sporting wise, but of course it did mean something because, the nature of this game was in support of anti-Semitism. The players, as Bruce Buck was mentioning, they have visited Auschwitz. They went on their tours in America too to learn about the history as well. And they all decided as individuals that they wanted to play a part in this charity game because it was for a good cause. And they believe in, really trying to stop this image of Chelsea being seen as a racist club. So I can understand, Sarri had measures in place where he had to use first team players. Ideally, I'm sure Sarri would have loved to have used completely different players, but what can he do? And, people tried to use it against him even when he was mentioning the fact that, the timing of the game, is it what you want before you play a European final? I can understand the frustration from the human point of view, but of course, Chelsea have their commitments, their responsibilities. Not only was this a fantastic message to really, try and show the club's support in regards to, anti-Semitism, but it was also a fantastic opportunity to market ourselves to an American audience. It's the first time a lot of American fans have the opportunity to see a Chelsea team play. So on top of that, there was more responsibility to really, show our best players playing. It makes sense. And before anyone moans about that, these are the types of things that clubs need to do. When we, create the funds to sign the big players we want, a lot of times it comes down to things like this. And I don't know, for me though, and I don't have the information on this, I could be speaking from complete ignorance, but for me, my two issues are, is this the best that this pitch could have been? Are you telling me there were no measures in place to make sure it was pretty safe to play on? And obviously my second thing is, did it have to be played now? Could this game not have been played after our Europa League final? I understand it might be cutting into players' holidays, but, when you realise the fact that the players themselves are the ones that wanted to play in this game and put themselves out there, are you telling me that they couldn't take time off from their holidays to get ready for this game? And, maybe I'm being cynical. Imagine if Pulisic comes and when he finally comes and he's officially announced by the club, would it not be better if he was featuring in the game too? To attract even more Americans to watch. I don't know. Again, I don't understand the nature of these friendlies. I don't understand, the timing and how it works. But I'm sure that they wouldn't just do it for the sake of it. I'm sure they took a lot of consideration in regards to the timing of this game. It does sum up Sarri's season. A lot of unluckiness. And let's pray, fingers crossed, let's pray that Ruben is going to be fit for the game against Arsenal. But it's not looking good, you guys. It's an ankle injury. Now, I know what some people might think. Did Sarri have to risk using Ruben? Why didn't Conor Gallagher come on? But as I said, the players had the responsibility, from themselves to want to participate in this game and, contribute towards it. Ruben's injury tonight wasn't due to his back. And if he did have any injury concerns, there's no way he's going to play in the game tonight. It's as simple as that. Ruben's a first team player and he's going to get treated equally. He hasn't been injured for a while now. When he does get subbed off early, it's because of cramp. It's not because of his back. So really, it's just an unfortunate situation. I know some people will blame Sarri for this, and I don't think it's the best reaction personally because, it's not Sarri's fault, and you can tell that Sarri is going to be very frustrated by what happened, and I'm curious to see what his press conference is going to be like after the game. But you guys, I want you to leave a comment below. Do you think this is Sarri's fault for risking using Ruben, or do you think that it was just unlucky and these things happen in football? As I said, I think it's purely down to being unlucky. There's nothing Sarri could have done really. Everyone knew what the plan was. They knew, when he was going to come on. I think a lot of issues will come from hindsight if people are really angry with the decision made by Sarri. But, enough about that situation. I want to speak briefly about our opponents, and, credit to them. It really does show you in modern day football that players are so fit these days. They can run, close down spaces, cover positions, and if you can do that for long enough, you are going to make it hard for any team, but you were constantly able to play through them. And maybe that's because New England don't really come up against teams with our type of tactical sophistication. And how many times are we able to draw their fullbacks in and have someone make a run out wide and getting in behind? Got them every single time. And even the nature of the goals we scored in the game today, it was pretty funny in the sense that these are the type of goals we're always hoping to see. When did we ever score from across down the right hand side? When does Barkley really score that many goals as well? Higuain getting a goal on top of that too. It doesn't really happen from a set piece as well. We're not really scoring these goals as consistently as we'd like. They all came in today. Again, the performance was standards. I thought one player that did stand out was Jorginho. Now, this game was tailor-made for him. The crispness of his first-time passes was just great every single time. He plays a pass with really good weight, Jorginho. Yeah, I know when he plays them in the air, it's a bit different. I feel like he doesn't put enough backspin on his passes, but, this is the role that Jorginho is meant to play. And how many players can do it as good as he does? Not many. Of course, moving on from that, this game was a game where we wanted to see how guys like Reece James, Conor Gallagher, and Trevor Chalobah were going to do. Now, for me, when Reece James came on, of course, I was happy to see him. And this guy looks like a tanky man. He looks like a tank. And it was just funny, when you compare how Zappacosta was playing in the game compared to Reece James, it was literally night and day. Now, New England's winger, Pania, I saw him up against Zappacosta. He was cutting inside, playing in passes or trying to take shots, or he was going on the outside. And this is the thing with Zappa. He don't get tight enough. He loses his man way too much. And when you saw what Reece James did when he came on, got in aggressively, tight, with tenacity as well, bullied him off the ball. Every single time, nothing got in behind him. The composure to play out from the back, fizzing a nice cross as well during the game. And you look at this physicality, you look at how he plays. I feel like this guy is going to get a real opportunity under Sarri next season. And I am really excited to see how he performs during pre-season. I think he's going to do bits, let's be serious. But I'm just waiting to see him play more games, how he'd, link up with the team, how he's going to gel with them. Reece James has had a fantastic season at Wigan, one of the best loan army performances out of any of them, really. I'm excited when I see him play. I feel like the senior players are excited by him too. David Luiz has made a lot of positive statements in regards to Reece James, and of course of his little brother. We've seen the Snapchat posts, we've seen the Instagram posts as well, we've seen the connection, the vibe, all that type of stuff, and it's good to see. I've always envisioned in the future, our first team consisting mostly of academy graduates who brought up since they were kids, understanding Chelsea and knowing what Chelsea's about, who have played together for years, who have that connection and bond for the club. They're the types of things that you want to see as fans. When you see Ajax performing with their academy graduates, it does get you dreaming, it does get you excited. And I think that with Reece James and, being one of the top talents we have, let's hope that he does play a lot of games for next season. And let's hope that Sarri has learned some lessons. He is going to tone down the stubbornness in that sense and really give him a fair opportunity to make the right back position his own. Obviously, moving on to Conor Gallagher, Youth Team Player of the Year. Congrats to him. Again, he was kind of just doing what he needed to do. Didn't really stand out as much. Didn't really see too much from him. But at the same time, he had to come on to replace Ruben. Trevor coming on, not too many minutes as well. Ideally, I would have been happy to see him play in defence. But again, pre-season, We'll see what these guys are going to do. But anyway, you guys, I'm still at a loss for words in that sense. I know this is for a great cause, and I don't oppose that. I think it's good we do that, and I like that my club, stands up for these qualities and these beliefs, but actually talks the talk. There's actions behind it. At the same time, is this what Sarri wants? His club's under pressure. We know that there's reports coming out from Italy that he is going to get sacked regardless. I don't know how accurate they are. In my opinion, I don't think they're too accurate, but I am going to have a video on that for tomorrow, and I'm going to be releasing a video probably on Friday, really trying to break down and analyze what fans' issues are with Sarri. So it's taken me a while. It's taken me a long time to get the scripts ready. I'm sorry, you guys, that I've been away for a while. I've been busy, but I'm back now from tomorrow. Expect more regular content and updates to come out. Want to say shout out to Max, obviously, 3 a.m. My guy, obviously my roommate, helping me record this video. Thank you, Max. You guys, thank you for watching the video. Please like, comment and subscribe. I'm in the FC. This is Blue Lions TV. See you guys tomorrow.